Hey guys, it's Paul, combat veteran, MMA fighter, YouTuber, and caffeine addict. And today we are checking out another SovietWomble video, since they're a pretty rare event when they happen. This is random Onward bull stuffery. Let's get into it.
Oh, what?
Are you guys here on the shooting range with me?
Bring up the options.
Oh man, this is... Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying this is actually a pretty realistic depiction of a FOB in the Middle East. A FOB, or forward operating base, is usually a pretty quickly constructed base that houses soldiers or, I think, Marines conducting combat operations, usually somewhere forward of the headquarters. Traditionally, forward refers to its proximity to enemy lines, but because in the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, of course, the enemy was sort of all pervasive. A forward operating base represented areas where units who patrolled out of and engaged in the sort of counterinsurgency operations would operate from, as opposed to, say, logistics hubs like Jalalabad Airfield or Bagram Air Base, where there would still be a lot of patrols and a lot of folks going out, but it would be supply runs and base defense type work. You saw a lot less combat operations.
Really? You started?
So the guard towers, you can see, those are of course meant to detect any enemy that might be approaching the area. The concertina wire and those they're called HESCO barriers, the blocks. They're actually just galvanized steel fencing frames and a canvas bag, a giant canvas bag, and you use a loader and fill them with sand. And the result is that you have basically a giant construction block, and they're usually 6 to 8 feet tall, so that 1 or 2 HESCOs with a concertina wire can actually form a pretty tough to scale fence. And because it's full of sand, it can stop RPGs, most types of small arms, and even can stand up to small explosives.
Starting off with that, you're not gonna.
But just sort of the character of it, the way it's laid out, the different compounds that are secured inside of it. Even the shooting range that is out the back, right? This is all characteristic of a completely what feels to me as a typical FOB. The only thing that's atypical is the U.S. style power lines running right by it. You wouldn't normally, you might have a FOB that close to the road. It all depends, right? If the U.S. military did one thing wrong in Iraq and Afghanistan, it really, really picked some terrible locations for its forward operating bases.
Fire actually. Oh, Jesus.
Damn it! That's weird.
Is it live rounds? Yes.
The loading gate on the side or the bottom, and always
Yeah.
depends on the gun.
Oh, look, there's a target out there, look. Really well animated, the moving targets out there.
Yep.
You guys hear me? What?
Yeah.
I love how they're Russian. They have the Russian Spetsnaz like super steel helmets. They're like welders' helmets, but they're rocking what look like AKMs.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
can hear you.
cool. Okay, I couldn't tell if you guys.
But his buddy to the left has multicam, though apparently Russian Spetsnaz have gone over to multicam. They don't wear the traditional Russian green camo.
You guys could hear me when I was in the
No, we can't each other. Are you alright over there?
No.
Ooh. Oh, come on.
Are you in the testing range?
Oh, fuck us!
I don't know how to get to you. Where's this grenade range?
Dun, 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 dun.
Alright,
Dun,
I'm going
dun,
upstairs.
dun. So I need to do some CQC.
Ooh. I'm just going to point this out, that if there's one thing that they do in basic training, which, by the way, basic training, the only time I have thrown a grenade in my entire military career, which is fine because grenades are scary. They have a really wide range of lethality, and you have to throw them. So, like, especially in urban combat, or throwing them, like, up a hill or into a building is pretty tough. And, like, if you screw it up, you are in grave danger, right? So, like, it's one of the few things. Like, if your weapon's pointed in broadly the correct direction, and, you are not having your friendly forces in front of you, you can be reasonably sure the weapon won't suddenly harm you. That's not true of a grenade, right? I understand the utility that it offers, But man, the whole time I was like, they were like, do you want to carry grenades on patrol? And I was just like, hell no. Hell no, I don't want that.
Yeah, no, back up.
Also, like, what building would I throw a grenade into without checking it first, right? Like, really? You want to be the guy that does that? Like, sight unseen, be like, there's at least a hostile in this room. Click, throw. Like, okay, dude.
Me first, move. You go after me. There I go. Go. God damn it. Go.
Oh my god, the ever counting down accuracy. What I'm learning here is that VR has a long way to maturity.
Sake. Oh my god. Why are you following me?
We're assessing your skills, you know?
Ah.
This is how you doing.
Okay, that's actually how you would do a shoot house, though. You'd have an instructor behind you sort of being primarily as a safety. If they saw something unsafe, they could immediately right there stop the range and be like, stop, you know, weapons on safe, lock and clear your weapons, right? And they would give you a chance for remedial training. And frankly, if you did something unsafe enough to stop the shoot house, that remedial training would be a rough time. Because normally what you would do in these sort of like, again, a shoot house is any weapons range where you actually move and shoot. So you enter and it's enclosed, right? It's a house. Yeah. And so you usually what they'll do is you will run through the range once with dry fire. Literally, you will go bang, bang. So you don't have, you work on your fundamental skills in a low stakes environment. Then the stakes get a little higher. You do it with blanks. You might do it 2 or 3 times with blanks if you have enough. And then finally, you do the live shoot house. And the idea, of course, is to, the pressure is supposed to be high, right? Your battle buddies are there. These rounds can really hurt them. The shrapnel risk is real. And yeah, you have to be able to, go through and clear this. And it's going to build those fundamental skills, right? The goal of shoot houses is not to push yourself to your absolute limit, right? The goal is to refine skills you already have.
Interesting.
Hang on. It's my first time.
You suck at your first time.
Shut up. Oh god, I dropped my gun. Da, da, da. Oh, can I pick up the smoke nade?
It's really hot.
Oh, I can. Holy shit.
Can I test something with you, Womble?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Thank you.
Right, go ahead.
If I...
Oh wow! Look, you got a little.
Okay, you can't tell me you've never thought about it.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Visible distress.
We're experimenting.
Oh, you can draw on the map. You can draw on the map.
Grounds. Don't eat them, Soviet. Don't
cool
do
is
it,
that?
even if the Marines tell you they're delicious.
Hang on.
Teams 1 and 2 will come in from the west and the northwest. You'll both secure your perimeters at the same time.
Oh, look at that. There's some doctrinally sound. Those blue lines are supposed to represent like a front line. As we've discussed, front line's not so much a thing.
To secure objectives 1 and 2 simultaneously. Once everything is clear, we'll call for extraction.
So the green thing in the middle is that a heart or a bum?
Yes.
That's fart gas, is it?
I'm doing the hair.
So bear in mind that this building here is a good sniper position, as is that one, giving them excellent fire all the way down that area there. That car there could be a good position to hide, but you just got to be careful because any grenades thrown is going to just spray fragmentation all the way down.
What's even funnier to me is that that's actually like not incorrect tactical analysis. That from those 2 rooftops, if they're the 2 highest buildings, you actually would be able to get Overwatch on the entire street. And probably highlighting the car is not that important. But if there's a cross street, you would want to point that out to your Overwatch team. You'd say, Overwatch team, be aware that we expect that you could get enemy approaching us that would cross this cross street. So be on the lookout if they try to zip across.
Guys are being so unoriginal. Most of them are gonna be in the middle of it, but some of them gonna prefer to go from different angles.
You're also getting the most important part, the sniper position at the top.
Yeah, which is here. Yeah.
Oh, true, true, true.
Always have trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. We're such children, we really are. Cool. How do you?
Oh, you guys have laser sights. I forgot that.
Look at how cool this laser sight is. Swat, look at this. Oh my god, it's amazing.
No.
Look at our laser sights.
I'm not looking.
They're incredible. Look at them. Zoom.
No.
What's with him?
Laser envy.
Even they have lasers. This is not fair.
Yeah, see, they're even more prepared than you are, and they're AI.
Yeah.
Shit.
I see no enemy contacts on the hill this time. There are also no contacts in the upper hut from just now.
all this actually kind of rings true, right? If you can't harmlessly mock your leadership, to their faces, sometimes they're salty. But if their backs are turned, all bets are off. This is a long-standing military tradition to mock your leadership from behind if they are briefing. I'm pretty sure it's a scene in maybe like Band of Brothers or something.
So all of your sounds are coming from like. Okay, so you're the one in front of me? Why do I hear it? Okay.
Hello, Digi. We love you.
Okay, that's the other thing they don't tell you about the military is that sometimes the dude-on-dude affection just is more real than you get in regular old civilian society, right? Listen, sometimes it's really cold out and you're stuck in some guard position and there's only one whoopee. So you gotta just like embrace your friendship and share that body heat. We've all done it. We've all been there, and there's nothing weird about it. Don't make it weird.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh shit, there are people there.
Where? People in town, lads.
I got the one under there.
Didn't they have... Oh god, you've started your ambush early.
Which one of us don't have a...
What? It's suppressed, look! It's got gaps in the end, see? It's suppressed. Ow!
Okay, the joke is, for those of you that don't know, a suppressor suppresses both the sound and flash of the rifle being fired. And it does so, it's usually very long, kind of heavy, and it creates these little air chambers that sort of break up the sound waves. The muzzle brake, or flash hider, is not that. It's designed to reduce a little bit the flash of the muzzle by sort of dispersing the burning gases out in different directions, and at the same time prevent your muzzle from creeping upward by sort of using the gas discharge to force it down, right? Because the recoil wants to drive the barrel up, so you need some sort of pistoning effect, some sort of gas like discharge that just pushes it down, right? And with a little bit of engineering, you can get one that works pretty well. But the U.S. focused on flash suppressors, really. That's primarily what they did. The Soviets actually had a really advanced, in their AK-74, a really pretty well-engineered compensator. Compensator is the term for when your muzzle piece, the piece on the end of your muzzle, compensates for barrel lift.
Jesus! Oh,
So Soviet has shot, obviously, an unsuppressed weapon that now is both lighting up his position in the darkness and also alerted the enemy to his presence and every piece of wildlife for probably a mile.
that wasn't one of us. That wasn't me. That wasn't my fault. That was not my fault.
The fuck sent in the special forces.
I'm gonna create a new password here. So
Yeah, show's a good dog. Look at this belly. How many nipples? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4,
One
5,
nipple.
6, 7, 8
Two
nipples.
nipple.
She's got 8 nipples. Hello.
right, so has been created.
It's a very original joke.
Okay.
Never
Yeah.
seen before.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. There you go.
Is that what
And
yours
then,
looks like?
I think this is...
Sorry.
You should see a doctor. There's a number of conditions that cause swelling, like he is describing here, and none of them are good. None of them are good. They usually reflect a really bad injury or some sort of terrible allergic reaction, or some sort of condition that requires immediate medical attention.
Sorry, explain this. Sorry, what's that?
No, okay, fine.
Is that what the No, I think you need to go to a doctor, mate. Hello.
It's obviously a cleaver, right? For, you know, when you have a heavy-duty steak and you just want to parse it out. Get your minds out of the gutter, guys.
Oh, doggy. No, don't shoot the dog. I will shoot you if you shoot that dog.
What's that?
You're very loud.
Okay, I'll fix it.
What are you fixing? Why are you touching my bum? Is your microphone in my anus?
Possibly.
Okay.
That's why there's the echo.
Alright. That's why there's the echo. This motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Aww.
I thought it was deserved.
Yeah.
It's like the comedy version of those things where they're like, "Good job. Now we need to ensure this mission remains a secret." Kata kata. Right? And kill your comrades and walk out. Like
So,
The
who's
Departed.
gonna take point?
What? Because he's always the super smart military
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, come on. We're never gonna get a game done, are we?
I think I was a bit naive setting up only 4 rounds in this custom.
It's out of our system? It's out of our system now? Are we okay? It's out of our system? Yes? It's out of our system? Is it out of our system? Don't know, I'm just checking. Okay, lower your weapon.
No.
God damn it.
This is what would really happen if you could just kill and restart.
That little world.
I would love to know, like, I just look at the way, like, really elite video game teams train, right? The answer is they just run iterations of maps again and again and again. Now, I understand war is different for a bunch of reasons, most of which being the fact that the place that you're fighting is going to always be changing based on what you are most comfortable fighting with, right? By definition, a thinking enemy is going to identify where you are strongest and instead try to force you to fight where you are weakest. So if you were to just drill CQC or CQB, or mount is the military term for it, if you were to just drill that again and again and again, the result would be that they would try to fight you somewhere you're not prepared for, right? Maybe in the jungle, or probably not the desert, because our U.S., most developed nations' tanks are pretty decisive on open terrain. So yeah, places like the jungle or the high mountains. So yeah, what you end up with, but like the military isn't trained that way. The military trains in this really bizarre sort of way that just like touches again and again on like very basic skills and just sort of relies on repping basic skills again and again. And that the process of planning and executing training is itself a training event for the units. Like the units planning their own training gives them the ability and is practice in training or planning for real military operations. Does that make sense? Right? Like if you want to plan a training event, you have to look at a location, look at the weather, plan about things that can go wrong, identify the resources you need, right? They actually have a whole protocol called the troop leading procedures, and at the battalion level, the MDMP, military decision making process, and that is how plans are generated. And it's the exact same for training and combat. There is no difference. Every training op I ever planned, I used a 5-paragraph operations order. That is exactly what I used for all of my major operations, from my 200-person combined arms op down to the Pakistan border, all the way down to my daily patrol briefs with 16-man maneuver elements.
It's really grim. That camera's really grim.
I see you upgraded.
Yeah.
I forgot I also had the thing on the top of my head. He doesn't have it.
You just got the torch.
Yeah.
Don't you even think about Just go shoot the bad guys. Probably the good guys in this context.
Why, just because we're invading another country?
No, because we're cunts. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm moving forward. Oh, there's a sex shop.
I appreciate that the sex shop is just labeled in English sex shop.
Ian! Let me in! What's
What's wrong with you? Okay. Why didn't you just talk to me? I'm right in front of you.
Just gonna point out, this is why hand and arm signals are valuable. We can all hear him echoing, and then him using the radio is also really loud, which you can disable that thing that goes every time, and I don't know why people don't do it. Like, just turn them off before you deploy.
Enemies right over there.
Fucking... Right, hang on. Out of my way. Bundy, that's a fucking train. So, what the hell's strategically important about this place?
Wait, I'll do a recon.
Is this the developer's house?
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
There's a fire truck.
Launch it. Going out.
That's cool.
Oh, see one? Oh no, that's a basketball hoop.
Really?
How does he not know what a person is? Like, isn't he a person? Like, when he looks in the mirror, he should see approximately what he's looking for. Or is this like a game where, like, there's aliens? Are they fighting aliens? I have yet to see an enemy. Though I guess in some meta sense, they're all enemies of each other based on how often they kill one another. So who's the real enemy here?
How do you mistake a basketball hoop for an enemy
I
target?
thought that it's gonna already highlight targets, so sorry.
Why do
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
see
Look at that. Shit, where are they? The basketball hoop is shooting back. Moving this way. Oh wow. They have tanks in the suburbs in America.
Second Amendment?
Yeah, holy shit. The right to keep tanks. He does, doesn't he? Shit, I've just implied that's in Rotary's PP.
I'm inside the building.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Hey guys, right, we're attacking, aren't we?
Yeah, I have no idea. So were the tanks his friends? I don't actually understand the plot of Onward. I probably should have looked that up before watching this video, but I go into these videos really cold if you haven't picked that up already.
What on earth? There might be something faulty with your...
Okay, so they're supposed to be MARSOC. Got it. That's Marine Corps Special Operations Command.
with your controllers. Oh, no, you're good. Hey, man. Oh, we've muted TeamSpeak, by the way, but not on TeamSpeak. Can't hear you if you're speaking, by the way.
Oh my god, that is weird.
What on earth?
It's just passing out.
Yeah. It's throwing its equipment. Sign language. Right, okay. Me. Hang on.
Take this syringe and put it back on your thing. Yeah.
No,
put it back on your
don't
chest.
snort the
No,
syringe.
no,
No,
no, no,
don't do that. That's the man. Yeah, that's it. Put it there. Yeah.
Oh my
Let go.
god.
Let go.
Your harness. For fuck's sake.
We're gonna have to hold his hand through this. Anyway. Oh.
Okay, so
Well, it's not the answer, but it's the answer in this particular situation. What are you doing?
I didn't know how to turn it off.
So you shot it?
It's my own. I do what I want with it.
How do you turn off your PC?
Let's just say I spend a lot of money.
Okay, this is actually disturbingly close to the truth. The military loves fielding equipment without training you on what it is or what you're supposed to do with it. So it's actually really not uncommon to be like, what's this? It's a drone. Also, the idea that so you might have a trained drone operator. And then that trained drone operator might get reassigned to another base, leaving you with a drone and no one to operate it. And so what you rely on is that drone operator to, in like an afternoon, orient some specialist on how to use the drone. Then the specialist spends 3 months being your drone operator, and then he or she gets reassigned to, let's say, a battalion headquarters, meaning that they have to train up another specialist in what they know about the drone, right? So every time that skill level like degrades further and further. So soon your drone operator literally is like, all specialist stuff he showed me how to do is turn it on and make sure the battery's full, and then he said, look at this here camera. And the end result is he turns it off by crashing it.
Why? Have you found another train? Oh, it's your laser sight. Jesus. Scared the piss out of me. Right, let's go. Oh, but they're right there. They're right there. They're right there. Hold up.
Molotovs? What is the plot of this
God
game?
damn it.
Why is MARSOC throwing Molotovs at people?
Yeah, fucking yeah, right. What?
On the left.
Yo, contact! Motherfuckers. Someone get a nade in there. Fucking hell, Paul. What are you panicking for? Where are you going? There's enemies down there.
I'm still alive, but I'm dead-ish.
What the fuck does that mean? Right, where are we gonna go?
I don't know.
Oh, take cover, we'll be good. Fuck! Shit, on toast. Man down! Hang on, I'm getting down. I'm getting fucking down. Lie down.
Wow. That is a tactical frog walk right there. I'm impressed. And by impressed, I mean frightened.
Lie down, you penis. What is that? Oh, these scopes are a nightmare. I see him. Oh, I just shot that guy in the dick.
Careful, I don't have full vision. People not here.
Why is he mumbling through his radio?
Can you make like it look like we're coming down the middle thoroughfare instead?
What?
I suggest we flank around to the left.
What?
Actually. That player was on the other side of this building and he got instantly killed.
Okay, I hear a voice.
I think he's still.
Okay, so where's this? This looks like some sort of Middle Eastern city. But I guess it has a U.S. style yield sign. Maybe it's supposed to be like a U.S. city in the desert. But what's with the ambulance?
Duckler, is that you?
Okay.
No, I think he's dead. I can't hear him. No, I definitely can't hear him. Duckler's dead. Shh, you're dead now. Shush. I can hear him from beyond the grave, looking over my shoulder.
Almost like he's still here.
But I did run out of space.
Man down! I'll get him. Cover me. Coming. You okay? Oh, I've just fixed that, you baby.
Okay, all right. I understand that like the idea of like the 3-second like give meds revive mechanic is makes games fun and interesting, but the level of pain associated with having to deal with one wounded person, not even that critically wounded, right? We had someone with a spider bite on a patrol once where we were just like, okay, we need to take you back because like you may die because I don't know anything about spiders. So like we need to get you to like a real medic who can like assess you. So we had to literally like reroute an entire combat patrol to like swing by the base, drop this person off, but then it would have put our patrol below the minimum required amount of people. So we had to pick someone else up and then call in the changed passenger manifest. It was all just like a lot, you know, for again, a spider bite that was like, it looks like a regular spider bite, you know?
Hey, it's me, Soviet. Yeah, I'll prove it.
Hello?
I have a backup. Tactical reloading.
Wait, a grenade came out of that? Let's go, man. Come on.
Okay, that was truly magical. Truly a magic moment.
Where's my gun?
It's in your hand.
I think this map is a little too big.
Your mum is a little too big.
Burn. Your mom jokes never get old. They never.
What do I do with this? Can I kill someone with this? How do I kill you with this? That's cheating! You were turning around and firing your pistol backwards as you were running. It was great. That was cool. 2 for 2s. So next 2 men go up. Okay, hold. Next 2 men go up. Cover each other as we go. Stay. Okay, move up.
Hey, that's actually tactically sound, right? You notice how he's telling his battle buddy when he is set and when that battle buddy can move up. And it's always interesting when people evolve actually sound tactics without necessarily having military training, just through stuff like this, right? An iterative process where they realize, oh shit, we have to advance in pairs.
My team just left me.
Doesn't mean they do it well, because man, yeah, that's like actually like the nightmare scenario. But if you're moving in pairs and you leave your battle buddy, it's just a dick move.
What is this piece of shit?
So it's ZF versus the randos, huh?
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
What map is this?
Alright,
So what's the plan?
I say we how about that? What do you think? I say we do that.
There's a lot of missions that turn into that.
It's a
Like whatever you plan was, things are going to go south. This is just a universally true thing. Even in the civilian world, I've never had like any of my field work, anything, ever go according to plan. I mean, you always have a plan, so you can identify specifically what needs to be changed, right? But the idea that anything will ever go to plan is preposterous. It's never happened to me once.
It's a simple plan. It's easy to remember.
Yeah, I like this plan.
Yeah, let's do it. ZF thrives on that plan. Right. Right, good luck. Alright, you guys stay there. I'm going to hold the stairs. Speaking to the chat, going to try and be sneaky beaky again, see if I can get away with it.
I love the fake laser sight noise. Like, no weapon would make that noise turning on a laser. Or NVGs. Never heard of it. Never heard it happen once. Why would you... you wouldn't want NVGs that are tactically unsound like that, right? Fake position.
It's either going to be genius or madness. I guess we'll find out which.
Fake position.
Surprise! He fell for it! He fell for it!
That is hilarious, actually. That is hilarious and brilliant, right? These weird troll tactics. I just love the fact that they exist at all, and they. I mean, the thing is, you can do them in video games because they're like high risk BS. But in fact, this is often how things work, right? There's all sorts of stories about bizarre and strange tactics, especially ambush-style tactics, that were used by the insurgents in Iraq, right? The classic one being the drop a grenade from an overpass, like into the turret of a Humvee. Pretty terrifying move. It absolutely would never be. It tactically has so many flaws, and yet was in its weird, sort of horrible way brilliant, right? Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me on another Soviet Womble adventure. And yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out the second channel, Combat Veteran Reacts. And yeah, check out the Discord. It is free. And if you want to support the channel and get a chance to submit and vote on my Friday reaction video, plus gain exclusive access to the Discord and get priority access to join my party when I stream, what you want to do is become a channel member. It is the join button right next to the subscribe button, and you definitely want to check it out. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.